Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making one of my favorites, and it's fried cabbage. Okay, I've got all my ingredients set up, so let's get started. Okay, let me first tell you what we've got. We've got some chopped onions, green peppers, chopped one garlic clove, bacon. Got more bacon. This is bacon that was left over from breakfast, so I'm just going to add it in. Some that I just fried over here. I don't know if you can see that. Just fried it. Then for the seasonings, we're going to have some adobo, chili powder, rotisserie chicken, which is, as you should know, you've been watching my videos, one of my favorites. Favorite seasonings, oregano, and some tomato sauce. Okay, and the star of the show, the cabbage. Okay, so this is a half of a head of cabbage. It was a small head, so this is half. I had done half last week, and this week I decided I wanted some more, so I'm gonna make the rest. Okay, so we've got the pan that I had fried the bacon in, so it's heated up. Make sure it's not too high. I see some smoke coming out of it. Okay, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take our cabbage and just put it in here. Okay. Well, take the whole thing. Okay, let's see how much of it we can put in. We could probably put in most of it. Okay, so it was this is a half of a cabbage that I had left over from last week. Oh, good. We got it all fit in. Good. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to leave that like that for about 2 or 3 minutes. And I'm going to cover it. Get rid of this. Okay, so sometimes I saute my vegetables first, and other times I just put the cabbage in. Today I put the cabbage in first, and I'm going to put the vegetables in later. Okay, I'm going to give it a little bit of time to cook down. Okay, let's turn it over. This might be a little bit too crowded. I should have used a larger pot. Let me see. Whoa, there goes some cabbage. See if I can get it. Yep. Okay. Alright, some of it is going to be spilling out. Maybe I'll switch it to a different pot. Let's see. Alright, some of it is still clumpy, like stuck together, but as it cooks down, it'll come apart. Okay. And it's already cooking down because the volume looks like it's less now, because it was up to the top before. Okay, now the cabbage, you can make it with whatever you want. It doesn't have to be bacon. You can fry it maybe with ham or any other kind of meat that you like. But it's usually a smoked meat that you like to use because you want to impart some flavor into your cabbage. And usually a smoked meat is, what's good to go with. So since that's cooking down, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add half of my onions, okay, half of the green peppers, Okay, we're gonna add some adobo. And the reason I use adobo is because I don't use salt. And adobo not only adds flavoring to your food, but it also adds, it also adds some salt. Okay? And you don't want to bring table salt into this because it'll be too much. I added my rotisserie chicken. Sprinkle of that. I'm gonna add a little bit of oregano. About 1/3 of a teaspoon. Okay, we're gonna wait. We're gonna add the tomato sauce and the chili powder in a few minutes. We're just gonna let this cook down a little bit more. Okay, I'm beginning to smell that already. And I'm gonna add some of my garlic. Okay, let's add some of that, about half in there. Maybe I should add the whole thing because we want this to cook throughout. Okay. So that's a garlic clove that I took and I mashed with a mortar and pestle in between a piece of parchment paper. Okay. And that's how I like to do it, less mess. You don't have to take out the whole thing, the whole mortar and pestle, and you use the pestle, but you're not going to use the mortar part, the container. You're not going to use that or anything else. You're just going to smash it that way. Okay, or you can use a piece of aluminum foil and mash it that way. Doesn't matter. Okay, you'll have less to clean at the end. Alright, there you go. So we're going to let that cook a little bit more. And then we're going to be adding the tomato sauce. Cover it for a few minutes. Okay guys, so now we're going to add a little bit of liquid to this before we add the tomato sauce. See? Put my heat up a little bit more. Okay, let's see. Okay, that was about 4 ounces. But you know what? I like to have a lot of broth in my cabbage. So let's see. It creates a nice tasty broth as it cooks. I think I'll put the whole, I think this is about a cup. Let's see how it looks. Okay, I put the heat up high so it can come back to temperature faster. Let's see how that looks. All right. Okay, so that's cooking down nicely. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm decided not to add the onions and the green peppers that are left over because it already smells really good. Let me see. Yeah, I can really smell the onions and green peppers in here. So I don't want to add too much. So I think I'm going to leave it that way. And I forgot to tell you guys about the vinegar. I like to add red wine vinegar in here. About a teaspoon to a tablespoon. So I like to add that in there. And let's see, let's stir that a little bit. Okay, let's see. All right. And as you can see, all the or most of the cauliflower there was clumped together, tightly together, has separated. Okay, there's a few left, but as this cooks down, it'll separate even more. It'll finish separating. Okay. So we put the vinegar. We're going to put a little bit, I want to put a little bit of chili pepper in here now. Okay, just a little bit, for a little bit of a kick. Sazon, I don't really want to add, I want to add some of the poultry seasoning, some more. A little bit more oregano. Okay, the clove of garlic that we added was plenty, so we're not going to add any more garlic. Okay, we're going to stir this. And for color, because I like my cabbage to have a little bit of color, I like to add a little sazon or turmeric. So we're going to add a little bit of sazon today. Okay, this is a packet that I had previously used when I had made the Chinese rice, the fried rice. I had made, in another video, I had made fried rice. One of them was bacon and egg fried rice, and then the other one was ham fried rice, and they were really, really good. Really good. I mean, I surprised myself. I had never made fried rice before, and oh my goodness, that was really good. So if I want fried rice, I don't have to do takeout. You know, if I don't want to wait for takeout, I know how to make it. Okay, hopefully you guys will go over to that channel, both of those videos, and see how to make it. It's really simple. It's easy. You know, but we're doing the cabbage today. I don't mean to take away from the cabbage. Sorry, cabbage. I didn't mean to. So, let me see. I'm going to put a little bit more because I like color in my cabbage. Just a little bit more. Okay, then after this, we'll put in the tomato sauce. But I think I'm good with the onions and the green peppers because I can smell them, and I don't want to overpower the cabbage with onions and peppers. Okay, let me just smell this and see. I'm not gonna taste it, I just want to smell it. Oh, sorry. Oh, I spilled some. All right. Let me see. Let me just get this part. Yeah, I don't want to overpower this. Alrighty. Let me look at the liquid in the bottom. Let's see. Yeah, that looks good. Might add a little bit more. You guys can make your, cabbage whichever way you like. If you like it soupy, I like mine very soupy. I enjoy the broth that it creates, so I tend to put a lot of liquid in mine. Let's see. And anyhow, as this cooks down, it's gonna let out more liquid. So that's what cabbage is. Cabbage is really, it's full of water. So cabbage leaves are very, very succulent. So let's see. Okay, I think that's good enough, right? So we're gonna save those onions and green peppers for something else. We're not gonna use them. The color in my cabbage I think is fine. I'm gonna add a little bit of tomato sauce. Now the tomato sauce, I'm not very fond of tomato sauce, so we're not gonna put that much. Okay, so maybe about, that looked like 2 tablespoons full. Let me see. I don't like to, tomato sauce is something else that for me takes over, and it's a little bit overpowering, so I don't like using too much of it in my foods. Just use what I need. to add flavor, another dimension, but not a lot. Okay. Okay. And I don't know about you guys, but I really, really do like cabbage, especially if it's prepared this way. Alright, so we're going to add the leftover, breakfast leftover bacon, and we're going to add the bacon that I just made. Okay, the pieces don't have to be so long. Break them up a little bit. Okay, that's good. And my heat is a little bit high. Let me lower that. Seeing the broth that it produces in the bottom, it's a beautiful broth. Very appetizing. I love it. So, all right. I'm going to cover this and let it simmer for a few more minutes. Give it about 10-15 minutes because I like it to get really, really cooked down. Some people like it a little bit crunchier. They like a little bit of bite to it, to their cabbage. I like it to cook down a lot, so. Hey guys, we're back and we're gonna taste. All right, let me just stir it a little. Okay, this is done. This is the way I like it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna just put a little bit in here on a plate. Okay, you see a little bit of the green pepper, some of the bacon, all right, and of course I like to have some of the broth, some of that nice tasty broth. All right, you know, I could have added a little bit of chicken bouillon in this, but I'll do that next time if I remember, because that gives it a good flavor too. Okay, let's cover this. Alrighty. Okay, and now for the taste. Let's see what this tastes like. Okay, that's what it looks like. Okay, there you go. It's hot. It smells really good. Okay. This is the way I like it. Nice and soft. Cooked perfectly. And we taste the broth. Broth is perfect. Does not need anything. Put just the right amount of spices in it. It's great. It cooked perfectly. Thank you for coming by, guys.